Any other questions?
Yes.
I'd like to hear what you think of Chögyam Trungpa and how his efforts of transmitting in Buddhism, in your mind, were different or effective or the same, or how he was.
I'm one of those who believe Trungpa was a really realized being. I'm one of those who believe that Trungpa is all the evidence that he understood. He really understood, and aspects of his teaching methods. It's just he was a very different time. He was Tibetan Buddhist master in the late '60s. He came to North America, and everybody else was hippie then. And then he just worked with his student according to however they are, and he still impacted them tremendously, and he transformed many people. So therefore, therefore you can say he was the real thing.
He seemed to be like a
but
big
however,
figure.
I think it only worked in him and his student directly.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And beyond that, I think probably more traditional method may be better.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody else cannot pretend to be Trungpa and then do all kinds of things. You're not going to work because you're not. You have to be a genuine being. A genuine being can use all different ways to help fellow beings. A genuinely realized being knows exactly what he or she's doing. So, but I wouldn't necessarily think and believe if his students currently tried to do the same kind of thing and it would still work, then I'm not so sure. I think I favor more traditional approach, proven, established traditional approach.
I've heard that American or Western Buddhism isn't going to fully realize its identity until we have the so-called heavy hitters of Buddhism grown and bred kind of and taught in the West, because we don't really have, we have certain people, but I don't think there's anyone who comes and has a Western flavor of Buddhism yet. Do you think that's coming? Where do you think that will be in the future?
Well, whether or not Buddha Dharma is to survive and continually exist in Western Hemisphere depends on Western Dharma practitioners, in my opinion. The people in the West were born and brought up in the West and who studied Buddhism, and not only studied but who practiced and really became realized beings. Only then you are a really qualified teacher. Otherwise, you cannot really teach. Even you teach, you cannot really help, because you don't know what you do. How can you help if you don't have any realization? You can teach. You can teach like professor teaching, but it's not going to be a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now here in Buddhism, especially in Tantric Buddhism, we're talking about real deal, real awakening, a state of awakened mind that I have. I'm trying to help you so that you can become that. That's what we're talking about, And so that's the real transmission. Tradition may exist and so on, but now, the real thing, if it were to maintain and continually go on, throughout the time in the future, it would depend on Western born. I'll go as far as saying Bodhisattva incarnate beings born in the West and who probably will be able to lead that thing, things like that. And if that happens, then it will continue. And the form can change. It doesn't matter too much, But the essence cannot be changed, though. Then then you're throwing baby with the bathwater. You thought you didn't need something, but you actually throw it away.